in Czechoslovakia, there was kind of a parallel development of something similar to stand-up comedy in the same time. Like in the 1920s, they had these guys called grungers who would talk, but then they wouldn't like tell jokes. They would kind of just state a fact and then stab themselves.
What?
Yeah, and then they would laugh
I think they missed the point of stand-up comedy.
They would laugh at them stabbing themselves.
Listen, you stab yourself after the show after you bomb. Like I don't know what they
Grungeros?
Yeah, grungeros.
You kill yourself after doing stand-up comedy, not during it. They fucked it up.
But it didn't really spread. It didn't really spread in them.
Shocking stabbing yourself didn't spread well.
Yeah. It's like I don't know if I want to do that art form.
Yeah.
Look it up on YouTube. The audience crack up though when they stab themselves. They're
there you go. The glory.
The local mayor was caught having sex with a dirty hooker.
Can I have to know my best friend's is Czech.
Yeah.
Can I just text her the word?
Yeah, sure.
How do you spell it?
All right, I'm lying. I don't know.
Oh, did you make this?
I don't know how far I want to let this go.
That was a good lie. That was a good lie. Very believable.
Yeah.
Very.
I'm gonna lie and say I also knew he was lying. Yeah, and I was just in on the joke.
That's my new realization. Is just like in stand-up comedy, I find lying funny.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's just lying on stage, you know?
As long as you're willing to admit the lie, and it's not like my dad was in 9/11, you know.
Well, my dad was.
My dad actually was in 9/11.
Was he really?
Yeah, both of ours.
Yeah.
Worked in the same office.
they were gay lovers on the 41st
they were both
floor.
fucking inside of the they were in the East Tower fucking.
Yeah.
My dad actually pushed his dad off.
Yeah. And then my dad caught him on the way down and said, I'm going to die in your arms.
It's true. You're good at lying, though.
Thank you.
That was everything about it was very believable.
Thank you.
Just like, wow.
Awesome views were just like, yeah, that sounds like something Czechoslovakians would do.
I know.
And also,
they're weirdos.
What kind of sick fuck would start a podcast with a guy he hasn't seen in 5 years and start lying to him immediately? There's also that aspect to it.
Sick fuck that is Andrew Steiner.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Stein.
I know I feel guilty.
It's okay.
No, it's all right. You can just keep telling us more lies. It's better than your truths.
Yeah.
Would this be your first podcast storm out?
Should
I storm out? I could flip the table.
I mean, we've had a lot of people really want to walk out, but felt too awkward to do it. So.
Yeah. All right, let me ask you a different. Let's take a different tack. If you could make your farts smell like anything, what would you do?
I would make my farts. I mean, the easy answer is to go with something that's nice smelling.
Yeah.
And I think I might say I'd actually have them smell even worse. That way people are just even more punished.
People just go, that's a Bret. That's a Bret right there.
Yeah, it has a blast radius of... It'd actually be fun to have a fart radius of 300 feet.
Oh, wow.
Like you can control it.
If I fart right now, just people in D7 across the hall
just like, is that a dead raccoon?
What's better for going viral on the internet is like making the audience barf because you fart on stage, or making them all salivate and like be like, oh my god, that smells so good.
That's
if you just fart and you're like, my mom's blueberry muffins.
Yeah. I was thinking it might be good to like have like burning human flesh be the smell, and then people who have smelled that before just start crying.
Yeah, you seem like you may have.
I think
before he got his shit together and got a nice wife, he seems like a flesh burner.
Oh, pre Frankie Andrew was just like a fleshy succubus monster, man. I knew.
I know what burning hair smells like.
Yeah.
I've burned hair before.
I've burned hair before.
I feel like the hairdresser smells like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they put those things on your head.
Yeah. Burning hair is a fun activity.
I was thinking about this. How do hairdressers make money in New York City?
What do you mean?
I was just like, there's how many hairs you need to cut to make
So
that?
you mean you want to count the hairs?
Yeah, I wanted to, how many hairs do you cut? Because it's like I have a lot of hairs when the guy cut my hair yesterday.
The barber charges per follicle.
Yeah, per follicle. If you put-
Honestly, that's coming.
it's probably
Yeah.
It's probably a better business model if it's like a subscription
Listen.
service to hair cutting.
It blunts my scissors.
Yeah.
It costs me more money. The thicker your hair is, I got to charge you the cost.
Yeah,
It's very New York.
One penny per follicle. So
Oh my God, that would be a terrible deal.
no, because it's
Yeah.
like how many hair follicles do you think get cut off in an average haircut?
Like a 10,000.
Thousands.
so yeah, so if it's 10,000 hairs, that means it's $100 haircut.
That's pretty expensive still.
I don't know. People already pay for $100 haircuts.
I just
though.
shave my own dumb looking head.
Yeah, well, some of us have beautiful, luscious locks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How often do you get a haircut, Brett?
Once every 5-ish months.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
pretty.
usually-
It's a pretty long run. Yeah, I go every
Yeah.
6 weeks.
That's a good. I go to an Azerbaijani guy. I have two barbers. One is a great comic named Chris Brown. Do you know Chris?
I know
Cuts
the
hair?
name.
I think I've seen him.
Really funny. Chris is hilarious. I'm actually doing his show tonight.
Oh yeah.
Shout out Chris. But and then the other's an Azerbaijani dude who every time I walk in, he just goes, comedy, comedy. That's my name to him, is comedy.
Comedy.
And I remember one time he was like, you do comedy? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, watch this. And he pulls up like Azerbaijani in YouTube, and he's showing me a Azerbaijani comedian doing comedy
Yeah.
in Azerbaijanian. And he's like, is it funny? Is it good? I'm like,
Did he stab himself at
Yeah.
the end of it? That's the only way we know it's funny. That'd be a funny story if he then took his scissors and stabbed himself after your haircut.
but alas, yeah, it's just funny, and he's a hilarious barber, man. I mean, I remember walking in one time, and they were him and his son were trying to get like some illegal stream of Goodfellas
nice.
on their TV. You know, Put Locker, one of those websites you go to not pay for movies.
Yeah.
They're just trying to like figure it out. And then they finally got it, and the barber, he goes, I love America. I was like, you can do this anywhere. This illegal stream is not the red, white, and blues exclusive to us.
My favorite free ebook website just got shut down again.
No, what
that
one?
sucks.
It's called Z Library. But
The feds got it.
I think, like I said, Austria shut it down. Like, I guess they're an Austrian company.
Yeah,
I don't know, but whatever.
That's a bummer, dude. Those websites are the best.
They are.
Yeah.
Plus, they're a great place, like the banner ads. At least, like, because I love like horny Asian milfs in my area.
It's the
And
absolute
I
best.
go to watch a movie, and then I'm like, oh, I also love horny Asian milfs.
Yeah, there's
So I
nothing
click
better
it.
than watching like a Hayao Miyazaki film and then just a big fat pair of titties popping in the
Yeah,
middle of the movie.
I know, like anime titty.
Yeah.
There's those. How do those make money? Those banner websites.
Somebody has to pay for it, right?
Yeah.
Like it has to be like there's just one person who's supplying all the money for it.
I saw an ad for a smoothie shop on the banner of LimeWire torrents recently. And you know that company that they were
LimeWire still running it.
LimeWire's still up.
That's because they're the OG.
Yeah.
Them and Napster.
But it's just torrents. It's like you don't use LimeWire to download it. You just use it to download the torrents, and then you put the torrents on views.
What's a torrent?
Torrent.
I know the term. Like,
So it's the file that links you to the people who actually have the video or whatever you want. So
This is how you get ISIS beheading videos too.
yeah, you download the torrent and then you open it in views, and then people who have the file and have views upload it to you and you download it from them. But there's like a swarm of people, so you're not downloading it from one person, so they can't just be like, hey, we're getting this guy, he's uploading it. It's like 100 people are downloading parts of the file or uploading parts of the file.
Seems
to
like
it.
so much fucking work into just watching a thing.
No, it's easy.
Is it?
It's easy. But anyway, I saw this advertise. You know the people who were advertising on the subway, the underwear where women can just like period in their underwear and they don't have to wear anything.
No.
sure.
Yeah. Well, they started a smoothie shop. It's
Really?
called, yeah, baby drink it down or something. Baby drink it.
Yeah.
Baby don't. And it's like
No, that's
No,
what I won't
come
believe.
on. You lost this pretty early on that one.
No.
Yeah, come on.
it's a miscarriage. They put the miscarriage in the smoothie.
That's how that's the name of the smoothie shop is Miss Carriage.
Yeah. Put that outside an OBGYN's office.
Yeah.
Damn, you had us though.
Well, this is Sean and Andrew Blow Up, our podcast. We haven't done an intro in a while.
Bret Reybould.
Wow.
Bret Reybould is here with us today. Woo! Handsome, esteemed comedian.
Thank you.
Of-
Didn't have to throw that in.
Race the play.
The race, the movie, the play.
Yeah, okay. I remember. Was that at Soho Playhouse last summer?
Yeah.
I remember seeing a bunch of previews for that.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna go, but then I didn't.
We gotta
That's
go.
okay.
We gotta go see it once it comes.
I'll see it.
back
Yeah,
out.
I'll see it
Come
again.
on
Yeah.
through.
Second
Come on
run,
through.
right?
Have you tried
Third run?
just filming
Third.
it and then showing it that way? That way I don't have to go see you live.
No, you gotta get it.
That's how I feel about all plays. I'm like, you can just film this and I'll
That's
watch
not
it.
true.
No.
You gotta go to a live
No,
play.
it is better. Yeah.
Live is so much better, and
No.
that's part of the reason we did the play live. Was we won a screenplay competition for Race the Movie, a movie script, and every agent or producer who we got the script to was like, "This is hilarious, but it's a touchy subject." To give back, if anyone's listening, the backstory is it's a spoof of cheesy white savior movies. And so we were like, audience members want this comedy, huh?
Wasn't it one actually called Race? Like there was a white.
I didn't see that one, but
Yeah.
that's Jesse Owens.
Yeah, with
the 1940.
Yeah, I remember the trailer was like the guy. I think at the end of the trailer was like, "I am black and you are white," and I'm like, "Wow, that's like very literal." And then it just says race. You're like, oh, it's like a quintuple entendre.
Have you seen that SNL sketch with Richard Pryor and maybe Chevy Chase, and they're just calling each other
Yes.
slurs?
Yeah.
Then he calls him the N-word.
Yeah, and I'm like, why can't SNL be like that anymore?
I mean, that was a ballsy sketch that
Yeah.
it did work. It did, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Although modern audiences could.
People really don't like slurs anymore.
No.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
gotta bring them back. All of them.
Let's come up with
All
new
right,
slurs.
everyone go with their favorite. Yeah, I like that. New slurs.
New slurs
Right.
for people who
All right.
don't have slurs yet.
All right.
Okay.
To them.
Let's make up a slur for bald people. We'll each do one for
I got-
ourselves,
yeah.
okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's.
I got
what
one.
are you gonna-
Well, I don't want to do one for me. I want to do one for
All right.
all.
All right. No. Well, all right. You give us one.
I'm not
That's the fun of
self-hating.
slurs.
Yeah.
Just throwing them at other people.
All right, give us the one for bald.
You Butterfinger BB.
BB.
You're such a Butterfinger BB.
Yeah, BB also stands for bald bitch.
Yeah.
BB.
You chromium cuck.
Chromium cuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about a slip head?
That's good.
Slip heads. Dude, can you believe these fucking slip heads out here, man? They're taking all of our jobs.
That one sounds real.
That
Yeah,
one
that one does. Yeah. Slip head sounds. We
Actually-
might have to cut that.
Even a made up slur, you're like, I don't feel comfortable saying it.
Yeah.
Well,
Made it up 8 seconds
Yeah.
ago.
last time we did a podcast together, I mistakenly thought you were French for some reason. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
you don't.
Wait, which podcast was this?
In Bushwick, the Weird Ball podcast. Do you remember that? Where
Yes.
Yeah, that was anyway. But you're British, right? You're a British.
Je ne pas.
Je ne sais pas.
Je peux.
Je peux.
Oh yeah.
Lia c'est du.
Je peux te pas. I am. I don't know what. I'm like I'm a cocktail of Caucasia.
Well, for slurs' sake, let's just say you're British.
British.
Okay, so
For
we-
slurs' sake.
For slur. All right.
Only
What's a
for
good?
the
What's a
sake
good?
of slur.
For slurs' sake, Martha, come on. I told you.
Yeah, British. All right.
Well, let's see, a good Brits, because I was just hearing someone talk about this. Like Brits need, I think Bill Burr was talking about, you need a slur for the colonizers. For
Yeah.
the
Well, I think they just start calling them colonizers, but
know,
that's
but
not a
that's
very good
boring.
slur. Yeah.
Yeah.
We need you fucking
Flag chasers.
flag chasers.
flag chasers. I guess it's like
All
an
right.
ambulance chaser.
You knee benders.
Knee benders.
Knee benders.
Warmer. That's definitely warmer.
Something- some-
Crown kissers.
Warmer.
Crowners.
You
Fags.
Fag smokers.
Like cigarettes.
Yeah, yeah.
Like cigarettes.
cigarettes. Yeah.
Because they're British. They're
Yes.
British.
Yeah, they do call them that there. You Guy Ritchies.
Lorries.
You Elton Johns.
You tooth.
You
Mud tooth.
You Toothies.
Chalk teeth.
Yeah. Chalkies.
I like chalk tooth.
Yeah, you chalk tooth.
You
Look at this
chalk
fucking
tooth.
chalk tooth.
Look at this
coming.
chalk tooth walking down the street.
Yeah. Chalk tooth. Chalk tooth's not bad.
Chalk tooth's not bad. All right.
What are you? Are we going to slur you up?
Yeah, what am I?
Slur you up. Slur me up, baby.
All right,
I'm ready. Slur me up.
there's already a lot of good ones for fat people. So
Fat people.
Yeah.
Yeah. About.
I just met you. I'm not gonna call you fat.
that's very polite.
I'm like, I'm not gonna go. Yeah, you fat. Like we met like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's true. We did just meet.
I'm not there yet.
Yeah,
With,
calling you a
friend-
chalkhead felt weird. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not there yet on a friendship
Yeah,
level.
yeah.
Our last podcast imploded because I would make fat jokes every episode.
Really?
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
just was
Yeah.
not good.
We've-
And then he would call me a pedophile, a loser,
He's
and a
too old to be
dummy.
hanging out with people, and like, yeah.
That was just
And now we've reached a nice little middle ground where we don't get on each other's nerves as much.
where we make slurs about hypothetical.
Hypothetical.
There
All right.
was a friend of mine. Do you remember Dino DiMartino?
Yeah.
Comedian, funny guy. Dino he wasn't that fat. He was a little portly, just a little. But it made me laugh to do the least funny fat related jokes. Every time he sat down, I would go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Every time. And it's so unfunny that to me it does the full, now it's funny because it's so unfunny.
Here, I got a good one because this is
Go.
a thing people already make fun of people for, but there's no like good term, like ex-athlete.
Okay.
That's a good
That's a good one. Yeah.
It
Right.
implies fat, but it doesn't necessarily mean that.
Yeah, I call myself an ex-athlete all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am an ex-athlete. I used
What'd you play?
football, wrestling, hockey.
Yeah?
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
my whole
dang.
shebang.
Big boy sports.
Big boy sports.
Were you an athlete?
I played soccer, baby.
Hell yeah.
Actually, here we call it football.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
respect that.
Yeah.
I love calling it both. I mean, when you talk with people,
You like to go both ways with
I
it.
do like to go both ways. No, I'm excited for the Champions League game today. I don't know if you guys care about that, but
I'm starting to get into EPL. I'm just like, yeah. This will be fun.
soccer is to me is the most fascinating sport because it's the most universal. It's the sport with the least amount of stops. It's the most. There's just so much human expression that goes into soccer, and you can really understand people's identities by the way they play.
I was
All these ball chasers out here.
all these
Nah, it is cool.
cleats.
Again, as an American, we're all just like soccer when you grow up, and then you get all like, it is a beautiful game.
I hate it. I actually hate American ignorance. It's kind of
Yeah.
over a little bit.
It's
like
definitely the tide
the,
is
like
definitely
Jim
turned.
Rome, the like soccer's gay or soccer's
Yeah.
boring. Like
Yeah.
that was like such a thing in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And it was just like so. Yeah, because I actually do like watching American football too, but I go, football is just ads. If you
Yeah,
watch
it really-
it's
That's why I like sumo.
sumo. I watched sumo with a friend
I'm obsessed.
Yeah, we have
a
sumo.
couple weeks ago. It's fascinating.
We've had sumo parties. Yeah.
Yeah, I have sumo parties.
Fascinating
Yeah,
sport
I
to
saw
watch.
it live. There's
You
no,
saw it live?
There's no
Were you
screens
in Japan?
on our honeymoon. Yeah.
That's so cool.
There's
On
no
our
screens. There's no like flashing advertisements.
Yeah.
There's not even ads really on the walls. The closest thing they get is like each match is sponsored, so
Yeah.
they have like silk flags they wave around.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
about it.
That's it. This house.
Yeah, all American sports are just loud noises screamed at you while
Yeah.
you're trying to actually watch the game
I
itself.
know. I know. It's
It's
there.
like basketball is fucking miserable to watch in person.
Is it? I don't know
Baseball.
about that.
No, I do. Because I just like make some noise, and I'm like, can I just fucking watch this 7-foot guy dunk a basketball, please? I just like they're good. The noise is already made for me, and it's like, oh, we got a clap. Oh, let's see who's in the audience. I'm like, I just want to watch the game. I paid my money, and I want to watch this incredibly talented, gigantic man.
We definitely have the most ADD.
Yeah.
Like the sumo, I doubt they did the kiss cam.
No,
That'd be
the
awesome.
thong cam. The thong cam.
Yeah.
Their asses.
Yeah.
It's just like, why can't people just be bored for a few minutes? I think that, like, or just like not have. I was thinking we just overstimulated all the time. I mean,
Speaking of which, it's time for our segment.
our segment, please sponsor us. Give us money. We'll jam this thing full of ads.
Yeah.
No, that must have been so cool. There's so many interesting traditions with sumo. I learned from I watched it literally last week for the
Oh,
first
yeah.
time ever.
You saw
So
it?
it was amazing.
You saw the finals, the final match?
I don't know, it was
Final
some
day.
tournament that was on like day 12 or something.
Yeah, day 12. So it's like every other month there's a tournament.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's really hard to become one of the 20 who's in the.
There's all these levels. There's a whole. Every time I start talking, you start yawning.
Tired. Late night. Just late
all of
night.
our guests have to run a 5K before coming here. We like to tire them out. That way they're looser. You know,
Make them go up the wrong staircase.
I think Andrew suggested I do sumo before because it's one of those. At first it was an insult, but now I'm a little like, you know,
They did
You
make
could bring
big-
honor to your family.
yeah, dude, and just drive in the pain. Like I was an offensive lineman. That's all it is. At the end of the day, it's just getting low on the other guy and pushing.
There's no Americans now.
Yeah.
There used to be a lot of Hawaiians, but now there's like some Chinese guys, some Ukrainians, a Bulgarian.
Yeah.
Mongolians dominate though.
Mongolians dominate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just sounds like correct. Like it's that Mongolia is such like an ancient country
Yeah.
that like of course they're good at like
Of course, they're good at just being
Ancient art.
giant men and pushing each other around.
And they
Yeah.
have a wrestling like culture. Like they have traditional wrestling style that kind of translates well, and they do a lot of judo as well.
American wrestling is very different though. Not WWE, but like
Yeah,
the,
folk style,
the Greco-Roman style.
you put on a fucking leotard,
A singlet.
the singlet.
Listen, I was an all-state wrestler in high school.
That's dope.
Yeah, dude. It's
That is actually dope.
Yeah, it was good. You
You're
learn
a
how
good
to-
wrestler.
Yeah, it was pretty good. And then slash, I was just
All-state?
stronger than everybody else. Yeah.
You're just stronger than everyone else.
Yeah, I mean, I weighed. I was in the super. My weight class was super heavyweight. That's how they define it. At 285 pounds.
It's awesome, man.
It was fucking sick. And then,
Just bodied little kids.
yeah, the thing is, there was no other super heavyweight, so they had 3 100-pound guys versus me at the same time, and I would just
That would be so cool.
I know. I think that'd be a better way of improving the sport.
I was watching the sumo with 4 other friends, and it was like, how many of us would it take to take down one of these guys? Because I legitimately don't think 5-on-1 would, to one of these pro sumo, they would just be like,
To sumo them or just take them down, because I feel like you can take them down easily.
Well,
like
that's how you win.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean like push them out of the ring.
get 'em out.
Yeah, I gotta give them to one knee.
still though, these guys are strong and big.
Good technique.
Yeah.
And they're really fast.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what you forget about sumo. It's
Agile.
like they're huge, but they're like, it was so clear how dexterous and skilled they were.
I want to make an anime where the main character is a woman, because they don't allow women in professional sumo. Mm-hmm. And I want her to just, it's like a Mulan type situation, except for she has her tits out and no one can tell because they all have titties.
Yeah, everybody has titties in wrestling.
Yeah, so
In sumo wrestling.
Right.
and she makes it to Yokozuna before admitting she's a woman.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What would you call it? Do you know the name?
No.
Suma.
Fat Tina.
Fat Tina.
Fat Tina, the sumo wrestler.
No, how about I don't know, man. Titties.
You'd call it
Yeah,
titties?
yeah, I was told. I'm
Yeah.
greenlit.
Titties, the anime.
Titties.
That would do well. That would do very well. We're all just trying to get there.
Yeah, and she has like a lesbian wife, so everyone's, she's. I think that would work.
I think, yeah, you
Yeah.
just titties and lesbians.
Yeah.
Maybe that's on the poster.
Titties and lesbians and wrestling.
A sumo story.
A sumo story.
Yeah.
No, that would, I think that would be, a movie that could be made in the early 2000s. But modern era.
Yeah,
Well, no, if she's just a woman, it's okay to beat men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I was thinking of the movie Joanna.
Joanna Man, yeah.
Free the
Legendary
nipple.
comedy.
Free the nipple.
So a lot of people forget that movie. He gets beaten by the women in basketball. Everyone's like, "Oh, he's going to go dominate." He's an okay shooter in the movie.
And we're not objectifying, because she's not an attractive woman.
Well, now it feels like you are objectifying him. Yeah. Listen, if you're not attractive, you're not worth following. That's what we're told as kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's important to desexualize breasts. Because
I'm listening.
I mean, African people think we're fucked up in the head for loving breasts, because it's not a
Is that
sexual
true?
thing.
Do they really think that?
I'm not. Yeah, this is not another one of my.
Come on.
I swear to God, I
Sign.
read this. I swear. I wouldn't have called myself out if that's the
But
person.
to them, I mean, you're right. Like, what do you?
Well, I think yeah, like it's one of those, like, if you see tits long enough, they become desexualized. It's the American of, you just see a
Hide them.
little tit
Yeah.
real quick, and then you
Yeah.
hide them, and then
Yeah,
the
but
reveal.
It's like when you hide your liquor,
yeah, it's like the
ooh, there
more
must
you
be
hide them, the
something
more you're like, "Ooh, this
good
is
there."
desired," you know.
Yeah, but that's. You think we should desexualize? I disagree.
What do you think we should
You
do?
should double down on sexualization.
I do.
Lock them up.
Lock them up.
Lock them up.
Lock 'em up.
Lock them up.
A chast titty belt.
Well, thankfully, there's like 10 states that are going on down south right now. We're like, yeah, no, women, you can't see them at all. Put them in full burqas.
Is that what are they doing?
I don't know. They're making all these fucking insane laws about what women can and can't do with their bodies. So yeah, we probably could lock their titties up, and if we justify it by saying God said we had to do it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, man.
Judeo-Christian values.
That's what I'm all about.
No, the Judeo.
That is an interesting thing, though. Like, I get the impulse to want to put a burqa on a woman. I get it because I've been so horned up by beautiful women that it's literally distracting.
That is true. Last summer we went. We were just walking through what was it, Nolita, and it was just a nice, beautiful day, and women were just walking around. She's like, "I need to go home and masturbate."
That's exactly how I lived there. I lived in where all the models live.
Where is it? Nolita?
Yeah, Nolita. Like,
Where's that again?
Just like
Just
Little Italy.
north of Chinatown.
North China.
Yeah. And it's just where all the models live. It's where all the photography studios are. And it's just like all these gorgeous women, the most beautiful women in the world, walking around in skimpy outfits all the time. And I'm like, good for you, but I do have to go home and masturbate. And I don't want to. I have things to do.
I don't want to have to jerk off, so cover up.
Time to cover them up.
Or go full nude. And then I will not have to mask. I swear to God, I went to this festival called Beloved. It was like a very hippie festival, and the women there were naked, and they were just doing yoga and whatever. And day 1, I was horned up. Day 2, I was just like, I don't care that much anymore. Day 3, I was just like, whatever.
Day 4, you're back to being horned up. It's a cycle.
It is.
Yeah. But now you're only attracted to dirty hippies.
Yeah.
How long was the festival?
It's 3 days.
It's 3 days.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, no, I mean, I know what you mean if they're just out all the time. But why? I like him sexual.
I mean, I like watching porn, but it makes me feel like a worse person when I do it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Never once have you watched porn and gone like,
and I also feel like less sexually healthy in my relationship with my wife when I do it. And she doesn't have a problem with it. She doesn't give a shit.
No, yeah. I know what you mean where, when you take a break from the crank, it is good. It's good for your for your sexual relationship with your partner.
Yeah, your sexual health, your like vitality, you're thinking again properly. It's like, oh my God, I finally know how to solve that math equation.
And also,
I stopped masturbating, and 4 days later, I cure cancer.
Yeah,
I'm like, whoa, that was all I needed to do. Was done.
It is true. The amount of brain power we put into masturbating and just sex, if we put that into little anything else, we could be on Mars.
We could
now.
teach kids math that way. Listen, 2 tits plus 1 pussy equals how many sexual images?
3?
Yeah.
What a good substitute teacher you are.
That's really good. They only let him he has to take the short bus with the kids though.
Yeah. I do like teaching the special ed because I was a special ed kid.
You teach special ed?
And then
sometimes, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like whipping them and kicking them.
Putting them in cages.
No.
What's that like? How old are they?
Touched. There it is. We got him, FBI. We got him. He admitted it. Get him. Bring him in. This has all been a sting.
No, I've taught kids there's something called 3K now.
3K,
which is like
that's not 3Ks is bad.
I deliver the baby.
3K,
3Ks.
Yeah. There is 3K.
It's
I'm not making it. Well, they don't say that.
There's just pre-K. There's kindergarten.
There's 2K and there's 3K.
All right.
Okay. And that's where
only whites are allowed.
Only whites. 3K. Whites only in 3K.
Yeah.
So 3K is what?
I guess 2-year-olds.
That seems too young.
We don't need to educate these.
Well, no, because pre-K is 5. So it's
I was already in kindergarten by the time I was already in first grade by the time I was 5.
Well, when's your birthday?
September 10th, 1994.
Is this a late birthday?
I think it's an early birthday.
Whatever. There's 3K. So I've had to do nap time with kids. I just chased a little autistic. It was a normal kids, and then there was.
I don't think you're supposed to say normal kids.
As someone who's probably on the spectrum, I can say whatever the fuck I want.
No, that's the problem. Is you all think that.
What do you mean you all?
Yeah, you all.
What do you mean by you all? Jews?
Yeah.
We're so inbred. We're all on the spectrum.
There is a lot of inbreeding in our world that we don't talk about.
Jews?
No, not just Jews. It's English. The English are very inbred.
Yeah.
Irish.
Are they?
Yeah, anyone on an island is pretty inbred.
Yeah, the Irish for sure.
Irish are inbred.
My
Italian.
family, they're my immediate family.
Yeah.
My parents.
All right, if you had to kiss one of your cousins,
I hate this.
I'll deflect and I'll take the
Go.
heat off of you, and
Go.
you can form some. My aunt, I think, tried to set me up with my cousin. She took us out to lunch.
Really?
And she seemed like she was playing matchmaker. And
In what way? What was she like? So you guys seem to be getting along.
you guys should hang out more.
you guys make a really cute couple.
And then, but I used to have a crush on this cousin, so my aunt was reading the room a little bit. Not
Your aunt's just the great fucking wingman.
Yeah, she's
What was your cousin?
Hands
she's
you
the incest whisperer.
She hands you a condom.
Like Shoshana, Andrew's been working out a lot lately.
Look at those chests. Look at
Slides
that.
you a condom.
But then my cousin ruined it, and she started blowing her nose at the table. And I was just like, I can't do incest with you.
Yeah, you're like, Andrew's like, if a woman blows her nose, I can't do her.
No.
Frankie has to go outside to sneeze.
No, but we were literally eating, in the middle of eating, and she's just like hawking loogies, like, and I was just like, I can't have sex with my cousin now.
Oh my god.
All right, let's get back to Bret. Let's get back to our guest.
Cousin fucking.
No cousin.
Have you
fuck.
ever had a crush on your cousin though?
No. Next question.
All right, who was your first crush as a kid?
Good question. Probably Kelly Rowland or J-Lo. Yeah.
How do you feel about J-Lo now?
She's become a bit of a meme, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She's the type that it seems like you can be ultra famous but not really have fans.
Yeah.
And it seems to be kind of where she's at. It's like ultra famous.
She just had to cancel her tour.
You're right.
Yeah.
These artists, it seems like some artists recently are like trying to do the biggest rooms.
Yeah, and it's just like you just
And
don't
you're
have
like,
it anymore.
Black
It's over.
Keys canceled their tour too.
Yeah.
They tried to do arenas, and you're like,
God.
it's okay to just do theaters.
Yeah, I wish I could.
It's actually
do theater.
really cool to do theaters.
Yeah, it's more fun to do like an intimate show than selling out like a fucking
It's
football
not
stadium.
that intimate. It's a theater.
Yeah, yeah.
They're not trying
It's
to.
okay to sell just 1,000 tickets instead of 10,000.
Yeah, it's like they're not trying to do a 30-seater. Like, no, they're doing.
I would love to sell out 30 seaters.
Yeah, they're trying to do like MSG or something, and you're like, don't do that. And I think that happened with J-Lo too. It's like tour went from a new album tour to a greatest hits tour to a canceled tour.
Damn.
And I think she canceled it because of low ticket sales.
Yeah.
So that's what I think of J-Lo.
Yeah, it's weird just seeing someone who's like, oh, it's over for you, huh? Like you just like you peaked, and now you're just like an old celebrity now.
Yeah, you're kind of like
Still beautiful, but-
I mean, still a gorgeous person, but like you can't. She was never an artist, though.
She was a dancer.
Yeah, she was a dancer who
It was beautiful.
made like
Yeah.
3 pretty fun pop songs, 20 terrible movies, and married Ben Affleck twice.
She's made a lot of. Yeah, that is crazy that they went for round
Twice.
2.
Yeah, and it's definitely, it does not seem like it's working again.
No, every photo on the internet of Ben Affleck
It's
is
just
him.
just a miserable
Well,
man.
let's try to make a song to bring back her career.
All right.
all right.
You guys want to write a song?
Yeah, let's write a song.
All right.
Okay, what do we start with? What do you think would redeem her in the eyes of people? Like, I know I'm a bitch. I know I'm a cunt. I think I overestimate my abilities.
Yeah.
¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? Me no sing the Spanish too good.
What do you think she should say?
Yeah, give us-
No, I just want to go with I know I'm a bitch. I know I'm a cunt. I just can't imagine that on the radio.
Overestimate my ability.
you can probably get away with I know I'm a bitch on the radio.
I know I'm a bitch.
I feel like every song is just women saying I'm a dumb bitch, and that's okay
Can
now.
you say skunt on the radio?
Ooh, a skunt was a good new slur.
Scunt's a great
Yeah.
new slur.
Is that for a smell? Like a skunk? Skunky cunt?
Yeah. That's for a woman that hangs out with skunks. Look at this skunt
Skunt.
over here.
Yeah, you know, so many women have that habit.
There's definitely at least one.
J-Lo.
J-Lo hangs out with skunks.
Can I get a skunk, you skunt?
No, I think J-Lo, she could use you guys as ghostwriters.
Yeah.
I would do that. Can we be Ghost
What's
Rider?
the next line though? I know I'm a bitch. I'm a cunt. I overestimate my abilities.
But
But now I'm on the comeback because Ben Affleck just came on my back.
That doesn't really flow off the
All right, well,
back.
we're spitballing. We're
Now I'm on the comeback because Benny just came back. Because,
see that? Look at that. That's a quick pitch. We fixed it.
so watch me smack my ass on the live stage.
Smack my ass.
BRB, I gotta go jerk off real quick. You got me boned up.
No Lita syndrome over here.
No Lita, definitely no Lita.
No Lolo. No J-Lo.
Oh wow, there should be like we should redux Lolita, you know the movie Lolita, but instead of like a pedophile, it's just like a model. You know,
What was that movie? I actually don't know.
You don't know?
It's the where the teacher falls in love with his student, right?
Right? No. So this is a famed professor. This is a Kubrick movie. It's a great film, a great novel, and it's full of pedophilia. And
There we go.
no, but it's renowned as a classic. It is a renowned classic, both of them.
Sometimes I just let Andrew die on the hill by
Giving
himself.
me a rope to hang myself with.
No, but it is a classic. I've heard of No Lita.
So this guy Humbert Humperdinck,
Lolita.
it's like a comedy, and this guy, he's a professor, and he falls in love with his girlfriend's daughter, and he kidnaps her,
His girlfriend's daughter.
but she wants it.
I think this is like the plot of the movie. He's not
really
doing another bit. Yeah.
It really is. But I'm trying to think, like, what's a Nolita? So you have a model.
All right, we're in Nolita, north of Little Italy.
And there's a model, and there's just like a bummy guy living in the neighborhood.
Now you're just describing your life. Who's the most beautiful person who's ever talked to you?
My girlfriend.
Oh,
Wow, very
Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer. All right.
She is, though.
All right, now we're going into a side universe where she never was born. Mm-hmm. Now what's the answer?
There was one comedy show I did years ago, and it was, oddly enough, it was only for models. I performed on it. Maddie Smith was on it. A few other comics. It was very funny because it was in trendy part of Manhattan, and it was hilarious to me because it was so obvious who the entertainment was.
Right.
Like the five of us, like hunchbacks, like pimples on our face, and then just 50 of God's perfect idiots. Just all that. And I remember like the stereotype of male model being so true. It was a fun show. They're actually a great crowd. And after I'm just milling by like I was in an apartment complex's theater, but I was milling in the the bar hang area. And one of the male models is like, so you just like go up there and like talk. Like he's like blown away by just talking. And that was the entire conversation. He was like, so you just like talk and then like you do that, huh? Yeah. He's like, dude, it's insane, man.
I just walk.
It's true. It is true. You're like he doesn't, but you don't develop a personality. It's not you don't. It's less likely to develop a personality when you're that good looking.
Yeah.
So there was one of the to answer your question, one of the models there. I knew her name at the time, but she was one of the chick who was like one of the cover Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition models. And she was very hot. Of course she was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although they've recently been putting ugly people on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
They're kind of moving that way.
They're just like, everyone is beautiful, and then like, why aren't we selling as many magazines as we used to?
Yeah, it's true. I remember as a kid growing up looking forward to every February.
Yeah.
Every February because we subscribed to Sports Illustrated.
Yeah, that's right.
And finally that one would come that was like, oh, this is that good.
They got Skimpy, the mesh bathing suit.
Yeah, there was the one year they're like
God.
all the bathing suits are painted on.
I got that one.
And now
That was
and now
awesome.
it's like, hey, it's Martha Stewart in a bathing suit at 85 years old. That's literally what the cover model is this year. Is Martha Stewart.
No.
Beauty's interesting.
100%.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Now they're just, it's like they're just trying anything to feel relevant.
The problem is like you can see a way hotter woman at all times on Instagram.
You are
Like,
right.
that, like back in like even 15 years ago, the Sports Illustrated, that's the only time you would ever see a hot woman.
Right.
And now it's just like you open your phone and immediately.
That's a good point. That like those, like even Playboy, do they even exist?
No.
anymore?
No, they're
Or
just digital
like
now.
a clothing line.
Yeah.
Because it's still a huge brand that has a
people
lot of
still know the
cachet.
money. Yeah.
But yeah, like all those, the proliferation of just hot chicks on the internet really has made it not as special.
Yeah.
So that's why they're like Martha Stewart. You're like, come on.
This is like they're hoping you've watched so much porn that this is the only that's new and exciting. You're like, all right, this 80-year-old woman naked.
It's interesting. The beauty is an interesting thing because like there is like a movement to just say like everything is beautiful, and you're like, well,
but you're still not gonna release the same chemicals in other people's brain as a beautiful person, no matter how much you talk about everyone's beautiful.
Yeah, it is one of those. I'm like, it's like everyone, not everyone's just like a beautiful, attractive person. I am, but I mean, like you, Andrew isn't. So it's like, there's a difference.
Andrew's a dog.
And it's one of those, like, I think I agree with this, like, not making every woman like be 80 pounds and like not be able to eat is good when they're attractive women. It's like, but it's also like, hey, this woman's 412 pounds, and you're like,
sure,
I don't know.
Is she 16 feet tall?
Yeah.
My sisters are doctors, and they have a lot of frustrations with certain aspects of the modern feminist movement.
Yeah.
I mean, just particularly like body positivity is a good thing. Feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
But there are limits to every philosophy or mentality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there's one that there should be a limit. Like, you actually shouldn't feel positive about
type 2 diabetes.
Yeah, like So anyway,
body positivity is not a green light to just eat whatever you want all the time and be lethargic. You know
what's the new mascara? Open wound, gangrenous sore.
But anyway, that's another conversation. I miss jerking off to the Sports Illustrated though. Yeah. I had some good jerks.
There were some good ones.
I had some good jerks.
I think the last one out was when Kate Upton did it for the first time. That was like that was just before the internet exploded.
Man, and she was like the it girl.
Yeah, she was like, and then she married Justin Verlander, an it pitcher, and then
right. That is the American. That is such the American thing. The best pitcher in Major League Baseball marries the hottest like blonde model. Like it's like the most American looking kind of.
Yeah, that's why we're all obsessed with Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. It's like, all right, the best tight end of the league is dating the biggest pop star of all time.
Yeah, Taylor's interesting because Taylor's not even attractive.
Don't say that. Physically. They'll come for us. They'll kill us.
I'm into
She's beautiful.
She's an attractive person, but I'm talking in the league of pop stars.
Oh yeah, it's like there's more.
Yeah, of course, she's a beautiful person by the standards of beauty.
It's just that she's. I know what you mean.
In the league of pop stars, like Dua Lipa, you look at and you go, you are like
you're like I'd cut off all my fingers and sell them to you if you talk to me.
Yeah, I know. And then her voice is I'm obsessed with Dua Lipa.
Yeah,
I also love her art, not even just how hot she is, but Taylor Swift. I'm from Kansas City. I'm wearing a Kansas City. It says Wizards, but this is a Kansas City Wizards jersey back in the day. And that's been a very funny. It's been very funny to watch the Chiefs become the villains of the NFL.
Yeah,
everyone hates them.
They really do.
Someone was mean to me a week ago because they're like, "You're a Chief fan. You probably like Harrison Butker, don't you?" Hey, do you know this controversy
where he's telling women to like quit their jobs or whatever?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I think,
are you a football fan?
Yeah, he's a football fan. It's one of those. I'm like, that's exactly what I would think an idiot fucking kicker would say. I mean, listen, he can be conservative, and he was at a Jesuit school, so he probably wasn't fucking wrong. But it's also just like, dude, what a dumbass.
Did you read what he said?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing.
What did he say?
So basically,
because I know how it's being reported.
So basically it was all right. So he's giving the commencement speech at this Jesuit Catholic school, and he's like, "Hey, congratulations on your degrees." And then he does this whole diatribe where he starts crying about his wife he met in middle school, which was weird. I was like, that was a little much.
It is. And he's why is this in a commencement address?
Yeah, it's like, dude, just fucking be like, hey, study hard and work hard, and you're gonna live a good life.
But that's good. So he's crying about his wife.
Yeah, which is fine. Nothing weird. And then he's like, listen. And then I know many of you are gonna go out into the working world, but I know many more of you are looking forward to working to being the most important thing you can be in life, which is a mother and being a home. The big one was she said home caretaker was the big one. Everyone lost their mind about of like, you're not gonna work. You're just gonna work and you're gonna
pop some.
You're gonna be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen.
Right. I'll be honest. I actually think the media has been very unfair to Harrison Butker.
Yeah.
Because if I remember the words he said, he said, if you have many successful working women, if you ask any woman what their most important job is, they would say mother and wife.
Yeah.
Not offensive.
Yeah.
And then he said, the reason I'm able to do what I'm able to do is because I have a wife who takes care of everything at home.
Yeah.
Also not offensive. Basically, the way I see it is I feel like the media will always try and eliminate context from something in service of stories, and then its memes then follow, because we love joking about a man saying "get back in the kitchen."
Right. Yeah.
Is hilarious. The idea, if someone actually said that.
Yeah.
So it's like, yes, he's conservative, and yes, I don't really agree fully with some of the sentiments, but like I was like. You know, I have a lot of friends who have a very traditional setup where they go to work, their wife just takes care of the home.
Yeah.
And like it like works great for them. And sometimes I'm like, isn't that feminism that just every woman makes their choice? I think Harrison Bucker is an incredible feminist.
I think the other big one is didn't he slam Pride Month too during it?
What did he say about that?
I don't even know. It was
know.
something like anti-Pride Month. I know that much.
It's such an
which is
idiot.
like
You're like, these guys are morons.
Yeah, it's like his job is to kick a ball for a living. Why are you guys taking him seriously?
But
let's get pro Pride here.
Okay.
Pro Pride.
Yeah, it's
Pro
Pride Month,
Pride.
everybody. We're filming this first day of Pride.
Shout out to all the gay people in the world.
I think I'm bisexual.
Are you?
I think so.
No, you're
Really? You feeling something?
I'm bi.
I'm bisexual, but
That you
B-U-Y-S-E-X-U-L-Y.
can only come when you make a new purchase.
I have to spend money to come, yeah.
Yeah. No,
Oh, babe, I'm so close. Oh, let me get on
Hold
Amazon.
on. Fucking new candles.
No, I don't want to subscribe to Prime. I hate that. Have you noticed that they do that when you
I'm already subscribed to Prime.
they if you try and buy some on Amazon, you have two options.
Yeah.
You can say, "Do you want to subscribe?" It's like subscribe to Prime, and then the option for no isn't no thanks. It's no, I don't want fast free shipping.
Yeah.
They make you sound like a fucking moron because you're not giving them more money.
Yeah.
Do you want
hate
to come out as bi? No.
No.
I hate having new experience.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah, that's so accurate.
But let's see.
Hey, you're gay a little?
A little gay. I don't. This is the way I see it.
What man are you attracted to?
What man?
Can't see either of us.
Wouldn't have.
All right, then I don't even want to hear your
Yeah,
answer.
I don't know. I think he's a very handsome man.
Thank you.
You
Me
are,
too.
but
Yeah.
it's not.
You want to buy something with me real quick?
Yeah, let's go on a shopping spree together.
I don't know. I'm attracted to men occasionally, but not very often. But occasionally, I like a
Nothing wrong with
hairless.
it.
I like generally a hairless man.
You're just describing yourself now, though.
I'm not. No,
I want him to be bald.
Not
about
bald,
38 years,
body-
38,
the
38
body-
years old.
the body hair.
Yeah, body.
but I don't necessarily love twinks.
Don't love twinks.
Necessarily.
I feel like a fat guy without body hair is weird.
Yeah, that is a little weird. There's like butterbean.
Yeah.
You are right. The hair adds a nice texture.
It does. It's just like it makes you feel a little bit more. All right, there's some testosterone going through
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So there's a weird hairless monstrosity.
This is whale man.
Yeah,
That's
a
really funny.
narwhal.
I don't know. This is how I describe it. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm more attracted to novelty than I am to men. Does that make sense?
Same reason I think Bowie and Mick Jagger fucked each other.
Yeah.
Well, because they were tired of fucking all of the hottest people in the world.
Yeah.
They're like, what else is you? I'll fuck you.
Variety is the spice of life.
Yeah.
I have ADD. Also does dick.
Richard Pryor and Marlon Brando fucked. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Just because they were tired of fucking.
Well, I think Pryor was just
Pryor might have been bi.
by
right?
yeah.
Like
I
gay.
think Brando was coked out of his mind.
He couldn't get hard.
Pryor loved. Didn't you love like transgenders?
Yeah. Well, he had a weird.
Eddie Murphy too, maybe.
Eddie Murphy had sex with got blown by a trans woman, I believe, well before it was cool.
Yeah.
Now everybody does it.
He's a hipster.
Well, he was a comedy trend center, is what he was.
Yeah.
Eddie, who is? What's his name?
Eddie Murphy,
I don't know.
Edric Murphy.
Edward Murphy
I don't
stand.
know. Maybe I need to Google him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Did you stand up in New York?
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
Did you ever farm? You ever been on a farm?
No, but no, I've never been on a farm. But I'm from Nebraska and Kansas.
What was that
So
like?
it seems like, I mean, it was a nice suburb. It was a nice
Yeah.
little well-to-do suburb. It was so not. Everyone just, you say Kansas and they just immediately picture barn and you ate the youngest during the winter.
Yeah.
And shit like that. And you're like, no, it was like a nice soccer suburb.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do a little sketch. Let's end on a little sketch.
Okay.
Where we're on a farm, we're a family, and
I'm getting into character.
our crops have just transmogrified over. An evil wizard has changed our crops to inedible products,
Okay.
and we're waking up to this surprise.
Okay.
Terrence, come here real quick.
What?
Look at the crops.
Oh my God!
They're all dead.
The corn.
Bertrand, get out here, boy.
What?
What did you do? What did you do to all of our food?
I tried to eat it, but now I'm growing something on my head.
Yeah. What?
Bertrand, I'm scared.
Bertrand, you're turning into a corn devil. You have corn ears.
What's happening? Oh no!
Mom,
Terrence,
Pop,
do something.
I don't know what to do. I'm just see this egg. Let's see if the eggs are okay. I'm gonna crack this. Oh my God!
It's a T-Rex, baby.
A T-Rex baby. What the fuck is happening?
What happened to my beautiful farm?
I think it was Jews.
And
Scene.
it was. Yes.
That was
That was a weird
That was
one.
lit.
bad.
I'm a bad improver. I'm sorry. I've never done improv in my life.
You never done improv?
Never done
No.
improv. Let's.
You got it.
Can you teach us a basis?
Tremendous
improv game?
stand-up comedian.
All right.
No,
One
Bret
of the
is
greatest
really
of all
funny.
time.
Yeah.
When Bret
With
pretend,
Richard Pryor. People call me White Pryor.
Brett is really fucking funny.
Not
Yeah,
an improv though. When you were doing that, I was like, I'm fucked.
I know, and I felt that energy from you, and like, I'm sad now.
I was like, I don't want to do this, but I'll try my best because I'm always, you gotta say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, I'm gonna ruin I was like, you two do the scene, it'll end up better.
Improv is a form of
I just look at
rape
this.
because it's like you make them say yes, and they don't
They
really have
don't,
a choice.
you don't make them say yes, and it's just that the scene fucking sucks if you don't.
Like, Andrew, don't put your hand on my dick, please.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess yes.
Yeah.
You're a comedy pest.
Yeah. I like improv. I do.
I do.
Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
that sounds fine. Yeah.
I'm really truly bad at it.
Me too.
No one tells me. I've seen some terrible improv.
Right. Me too.
You
just
came
now.
in with the corn things, and I was like, all right, that's something at least.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't
something.
know.
I didn't know where to go with the corn on the head thing.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
In my head, I was like, we're all turning into corn.
It was a
monsters.
bad prompt too.
Yeah.
Hey, no, it wasn't a bad prompt.
No.
This is the initial prompt I
It was a
wanted.
good prompt.
Yeah.
I just truly knew I was going to be helpless.
This is the prompt I came up with earlier. That was probably better. Is like me and Sean are wrestling, and I admit to him that I try to ask him to prom. We're wrestling from different schools, and you're the ref.
All right, ready?
Wait, you're trying to ask him to prom,
Right.
and I'm the ref?
All
Right, we're wrestling
We're
against-
wrestlers.
our
And he wants to
schools are
take
wrestling.
wants to take me to prom.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll do it. Ready?
Okay.
Yes, sir. All right, boys. Have a good, clean fight. Shake
All
each
right.
other's hands. All right, good.
Okay.
All right, on 3 we begin.
So strong.
1. What was that? 2, 3. Go.
Oh, wait, stop. Hold on. Just hold me like that. Hold me like that.
No, what?
Hold me like that.
What? Fucking wrestle
Wait,
me.
I gotta tell you something.
Get in position.
Just chill.
Get on the
Just-
ground.
Hold on.
Get on the ground.
Hold on. It's okay. I just want to ask you. Ow! Don't stop oil checking. Actually,
God
keep
damn
oil
it. I'm
checking.
trying to pin your ass.
Feels good.
Pinning your ass to the ground.
What's happening?
Oh, it's just we're
trying
having
to
a private moment. Just can you hold on a second.
Hey, he's not helping. He's stalling. He's
Okay.
stalling.
Are you stalling?
No, I'm just trying to ask him something.
We'll do it in between rounds.
But it's
Yep.
important. We don't get to be alone ever.
Here, flip over.
And I trust you.
Let me get on top.
Trust me, the ref.
Yeah.
Why?
You have to be impartial.
I'm on top of him. Call it. Call the match.
All right, 1.
No,
Two.
get up.
He
Wait.
kicked.
Will you
Oh,
take me to
okay.
prom?
Kicked out.
Will you take me to prom?
What? No.
Please.
No, you go to a rival school.
I know, but if you came, I feel like everyone would respect me,
Yeah.
and I could come out of the closet finally.
Respect you.
I want to come out
Respect
of the
you.
closet.
Respect you. You
And I've
just
had
lost
to-
this match. Call it.
What is wrong with you? No, get off it.
Call the match.
No,
Call
no.
it.
He
coming
asked
out
you
of
a
the closet.
question.
Well,
He asked you a question.
And I'm putting him
Thank
back
you.
in the laundry room.
No, stop it. I will
come out of the
DQ you.
closet. I'm gay.
No, winner, disqualified.
What?
Homophobia.
That's not
okay.
I'm gay too. I'm just out and about like a normal guy. I would
can
never
be gay and
I
homophobic.
could do better. I could do better than this guy for
you're
prom.
self-hating gay.
You can do better than him.
No, I already have a boyfriend. He's in the stands.
Not
today.
a good excuse. Cheat on him.
Yeah, cheat on.
Well, we're gay. We're obviously going to cheat on each other eventually.
Can you both take me to prom?
All right,
Say yes.
Terrence. We got a throuple now.
Yay!
And scene. See, that was better.
That was much better.
All right, yo, scene to scene. That was good. To the one we improved.
Yeah.
I improved. I would
Yeah.
say
We all
you guys are
improved.
good at it.
All it is just staying in the scene and being like, all right, what would this weird character I'm playing do?
Yeah.
And just trying to do that, and then everybody else has to adapt to that.
Yeah, play it normal, I guess.
Yeah.
I once took an improv.
I got an improv prompt.
Oh,
All right,
okay.
yeah.
All right. You guys are hosting a podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm the guest.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then let's just go.
Okay. So, when did you realize you wanted to start doing stand-up comedy? What's so funny?
Dude, that's so funny, man. Cancel culture is terrible. Dude. You ever get canceled?
Yeah.
These are the podcast prompts. These are really good. Sorry, I broke the boundaries of it because I didn't want to make you guys commit to
A
then
real podcast.
It's another 1 hour.
I was hosting another hour of this.
The bit
Hour
of the
podcast
host doing it's like 4:30.
Yeah.
We're like, wow, we did a 4.5 hour.
podcast. Well, the good news is this podcast is basically over. And
How was I as a guest?
Great.
I felt like I delivered a 7.
I was gonna give you a 7.8.
Listen,
Okay, I'll take it.
I felt really comfortable hanging with you.
Yeah, it was really nice getting to know you. A
It was
little bit.
great hanging again, and it's considering we haven't seen each other in a very long time.
I know.
Yeah, thank you
felt
so
right,
much for doing
right
this.
at home hanging with you.
I know. It's
man.
good to see you, man.
Just good vibes,
Meet
man.
you.
Yeah, nice
I
to
think
meet
I
you.
have good vibes.
Yeah.
You do. You great vibes.
Do you have anything to promote? I guess we'll.
I will just say, folks, I do a lot of stand-up. I'm going to film another hour special this year.
Ooh.
I have a play coming out maybe later this year, maybe early next year, figuring out the details. Just, I'm a good comic. Just, if you enjoyed this, the Instagram, just follow that.
Brett's really funny. Go
Bret
see him.
Reybould.
Follow Bret Reybould.
That's all.
Follow me and Sean Berry Comic. Follow Andrew at Andrew Steiner.
No,
follow
I changed it
He did.
You did?
to Andrew B. Steiner.
Oh, follow Andrew B. Steiner. Follow us.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
Please like and follow the podcast on YouTube. If you're probably watching this,
White Creed over here.
White Creed.
It's actually
All
a
right.
change.
All right, we'll be back next week. Bye.
Bye.